Hello learners, welcome to online course on functional foods and nutraceuticals. I am Dr. Rekha Sharma, Associate Professor UGC Human Resource Development Center, Rashtriya Sant Tukaroji Maharaj Nagpur University, Nagpur. Now in this module, we shall study active biodynamic principles in spices, condiments and plant extracts. Plants are widely used in many indigenous systems of medicine for therapeutic purposes and are increasingly becoming popular in modern society as alternatives to synthetic medicines. Plant materials are composed of vast array of bioactive principles which are responsible for the therapeutic activities of medicinal plants and provide unlimited opportunities for new drug leads because of their unmatched availability and chemical diversity. Herbs and spices have been used in many different ways. Since the ancient times, spices and culinary herbs have been added to food to enhance flavor and improve their organoleptic properties. Spices and herbs have also been widely used as preservatives and medicine. In this module, we shall study an introduction to bioactive compounds in spices and condiments. Now, let us see what are bioactive compounds. The term bioactives is derived from the phrase biologically active, which indicates that the substance has a positive effect on living organism, tissue or cell. Bioactive molecules are compounds that play an important role in human growth and development and have proven health benefits. They also amend disease risks by easing disease conditions. The National Institutes of Health, that is NIH, defines bioactive food components as constituents in foods or dietary supplements other than those needed to meet basic human nutritional needs, which are responsible for changes in health status. In the classical sense, bioactives are not nutrients, they are not essential for life, but likewise perform essential functions. First, they influence physiological or cellular activities which result in beneficial health effects. They amend disease risk rather than preventing deficiency diseases. And third, they act as inducers or inhibitors of enzymes, inhibitors of receptor activity and inducers and inhibitors of gene expression. Probiotics, phytosterols, lutein, lycopene, fatty acids and peptides are some examples of bioactive compounds. Bioactives also include antioxidants such as polyphenols, carotenoids and non-flavonoid phenolics. Now, let us study what are spices. Spices originates from the Latin word species, which means commodity of spatial distinction or value. According to the International Organization for Standardization of Spices, spices and condiments are defined as such natural plants or vegetable products or mixtures thereof in whole or ground form which are used for imparting flavor, aroma and piquancy to and for seasoning foods. A spice is a dried seed, fruit, root, bark of vegetative substance used in nutritionally insignificant quantities as a food additive for the purpose of flavoring and sometimes as a preservative by killing or preventing the growth of harmful bacteria. Spices are usually dried roots, barks or seeds used whole, crushed or powdered. Herbs are usually the fresh leaves, stems or flowers of herbaceous plants. Spices are stronger than herbs, but they can be used in combination without loss of flavor. No country in the world produces as many kinds of spices as India, with quality spices coming from Kerala in Indian state. At present, India produces about 2.5 million tons of different spices valued at approximately 3 billion US dollar and holds the premier position in the world. Spices have been extensively used since ancient times as means of remedy, coloring agent, flavoring agent and preservative. Subsequently, tremendous studies have shown that nutraceuticals derived from spices such as clove, coriander, garlic, ginger, onion, pepper, turmeric, etc. remarkably prevent and cure various chronic diseases by targeting inflammatory pathways. Epidemiological studies indicate that cancer incidence in countries such as India, where spices are consumed daily, is much lower than those where spices are not consumed, such as United States, suggesting the potential role of spices in cancer prevention. Then the next is bioactive compounds in spices and condiments. Now, the most biologically active compounds contained in various spices have been presented in the next table. Many of them have been reported to be anti-carcinogenic and their actions have been studied separately. These compounds have also other important therapeutic effects and antioxidant activities. Now, let us study these bioactive compounds in spices and condiments. They are: ginger contains gingerol,
Rosemary contains rosmarinic acid, alpha-pinene and carnosol.
onion contains quercetin, turmeric curcumin, cloves contain eugenol, fennel flower contains thymoquinone,
Black pepper contains piperine.
garlic contains allicin, capsaicin is present in red pepper, parsley contains apigenin, oregano and celery contains luteolin, capers contains camphorol, cyanidin is present in Tasmanian pepper, quercetin and crocin is present in saffron, diazoxanide is present in fenugreek, clove contains eugenol, cinnamon contains cinnamon aldehyde, basil and cardamom sage contains 1,8-cineol, fennel contains anthole, coriander contains linalool, sesame seed contains sesamin,
Basil contains ursolic acid, mint contains carvone and nutmeg contains myristicin.
Now, let us study the role of spices as an antioxidant. Antioxidants are substances that prevent oxidation of other compounds or neutralize free radicals. Spices and herbs are rich sources of antioxidants. Natural antioxidants contained in spices help to reduce oxidative stress. Oxidative stress, which is caused by high concentration of free radicals in cells and tissues, can be induced by various negative factors such as gamma, ultraviolet and X-ray radiation, psycho-emotional stress, polluted food, adverse environmental conditions, intensive physical exertion, smoking, alcoholism and drug addiction. Chronic oxidative stress has been reported to lead to a variety of diseases including cancer, heart related diseases and acceleration of aging. The antioxidant activity of spices is related to their chemical composition, primarily to the presence of polyphenolic and other biologically active compounds. Now, let us study mechanism of action of spices as an antioxidant. The free radicals such as alkoxyl radical, peroxyl radical, superoxide radical anion, hydrogen peroxide, hydroxyl radical, organic hydroperoxide are constantly being produced in the body due to the normal metabolic processes and due to exposure to environmental stresses such as exposure to ozone, industrial chemicals, air pollutants, smoking, ultraviolet light and radiation among others. A appropriate balance between free radicals and antioxidants is necessary for proper physiological function. If there is excessive free radicals in the body, then lipids, proteins and DNA are adversely affected, which can trigger a number of diseases such as diabetes, cancer, heart disease and neurodegenerative ailments such as Alzheimer disease. Spices and herbs contain antioxidants which can ameliorate conditions due to excessive free radicals in the body. An antioxidant is a compound that can donate an electron or a hydrogen atom to a free radical to neutralize it and reduce or prevent cellular damage. There are two mechanisms of action proposed for antioxidants. The first is chain breaking step by donating an electron to the free radical, and second is removal of reactive nitrogen species or reactive oxygen species, which initiates the secondary antioxidants by quenching chain initiating catalysts including electron donation, metal ion chelation, co-antioxidants or by gene expression regulation. Bioactive molecules from spices and herbs act mostly as free radicals scavengers and block free radicals by donating a hydrogen atom. Since these antioxidant compounds possess low activation energy, the antioxidant free radicals produced are stabilized by their electrons delocalization, which thus would not readily react to propagate additional free radicals. Most antioxidants in dietary plants are phenols, which act as chain breaking antioxidants because their OH group scavenges reactive radicals such as peroxyl radicals. For example, carnosic acid, a phenolic diterpene, is rosemary's major oil soluble antioxidant, and rosmarinic acid, a caffeic acid dimer, is its most powerful water soluble antioxidant. Allicin, diallyl disulfide and diallyl trisulfide inhibit autooxidation by suppressing the hemolytic decomposition of hydroperoxides. Extracts of black pepper, nutmeg, rosehip, cinnamon and oregano leaf showed radical scavenging effects and chelating capacities against Fe2+ and Cu2+. Flavonoids generally occur as glycosylated derivatives, with apigenin and luteolin are commonly found in aromatic herbs such as parsley, rosemary, thyme, quercetin and camphoryls in onion. Now, in this section we have studied what are bioactive compounds. We have also studied what are spices, how are they defined, and we have seen the several bioactive compounds present in spices and condiments. We have also studied the role of spices as antioxidants. In the next part, we shall study the role of spices as anti-inflammatory principles. Thank you.